All right, so the Wash Report, we back. Another day, Wednesday, April 10th. We start out the week, everybody looking to the sky and everybody on one accord in some aspect, which I thought was pretty beautiful. And kind of a slow news day right now, looks like, as of right now. So I wanted to just start the day off with just going over. We never know what the day may hold. But I always want to start off by reminding you or informing you that I am building my newsletter, the Wash Report. You know, eponymous, named the Wash Report. Um, and my main focus, starting off, and I'm filling it out. I'm depending on my audience, finding my audience, but my focus when I first started was on tech and creator economy news and updates, and then it's I like to talk about the economy at large, and so in exchange for your information, I'm trying to build my business. I'm trying to build my database, my find my tribe, my community. If you are interested in curated information, from someone who has um, unique insight, myself, with the Wash Report. This newsletter is available as an online newsletter, like a website, just a private website, basically, as long as you sign up. So I'll leave all my information below this video to if you want to have access to this online newsletter. Also, we'll start sending an email newsletter, kind of a different, kind of the same information, but it'll be a different version. Basically, if you curated feeds and information that I tap into and that I create myself, So the Wash Report is available. So I always want to remind you of that. So just to go over, it helps me keep track of information, keep track of first networking events. So I have networking events because networking is something that I'm as a point of focus. So I have Chamber of Commerce events, um, meetup events geared towards mindset, entrepreneurism, private money, um, networking, tech jobs, um, some fitness. So I'm constantly updating how I'm curating the information and how it's distributed because for myself, I know it helps me keep my focus and keep things organized. I need that. I have a desperate need for organization. So um, it helps me, and I'm sure it helps. So I'm scratching my own itch. So I know it will help some. I know it helps someone else. So all that information is below, and this is a way for us to stay on top of information, right? And organize, streamline. You know exactly what's coming to your inbox, or you know exactly what you're looking for when you go to the when you have access to the website, to the online portion of the newsletter. Of course, the newsletter is going to be more robust as time goes on, as more people support it. Uh, Possibly we'll go to paid versions. So um, if you value that, if you value my insight as you go along the journey with me, build the community with me, you'll find value in this, and eventually I will start charging people. So if you get in now, you have more opportunity for discounts, more opportunity for just having that relationship and not paying the same price as someone else coming in later on, right? People who got in ground floor with Apple, people who got in ground floor with certain companies as employees, as investors, they reap the benefits more than people who come in late, right? As long as the earlier you are, the more risk you're taking, but also the more upside you can participate in. That applies in so many different arenas, and that's going to apply in the Watch Report and who supports me, right? So anyway, part of it is I've curated my own content that I create, trying to be more consistent with building, doing shorts, and just kind of building that that viewership. So some of the topics I've covered this week so far: J. Cole, of course. This is something, a video that was interesting to me. Andre Taylor and Mano. I did a video and then I took it down. It was about taking showers, not baths. Men take showers, not baths. Something. It was a reaction video. And then this portion I have celebrity news, and celebrity news is always so. Um, it's something that is very enticing to people, very attractive to people because we love celebrities. I try to use the any story regarding celebrities as a teaching moment for practical purposes, not to participate in the uh, making fun of the folly of people, right? The same thing that you make fun of someone for is the same thing that could very well possibly happen to you. And that's a fact. I've seen that numerous times. So we use celebrity gossip and news as examples for practicality. And again, not to poke fun and participate in the folly of people. This one, this headline did catch my eye, catch my attention. John Calipari going to Arkansas, $7 million a year. Let's take a look at this. TMZ. Shout out to TMZ. And John Calipari is a winner. That goes without saying. He's already a Hall of Famer, still coaching. He's quickly, not quickly, but he's, because I'm actually old enough now at this point where I remember when John Calipari was a new kid on the block, a new hotshot coach, and now he's very much a veteran. And again, multiple national championships with multiple teams, different schools. So he's a proven winner. And now that Coach K is gone, he really is the top coach, I'd say, in college basketball. Even though he didn't win this year, the guy from Hurley from Connecticut has definitely staked his claim as an elite coach. But John Calipari has done it sustained excellence over few decades now, 30 years probably. 'Cause I remember him with UMass. So he's a winner, man. And I've read his book, so I would suggest that's I'm always a seeker of knowledge, and the John Calipari book. I have it in here somewhere. Hold on, I'll go get it. Great book. Great book. John Calipari, and I'll leave a link to it. Matter of fact, it's a great book. Okay, and he's got great insight. So it's no wonder why he has the success that he has. He has the mindset to go with it. Everything he wrote about in this book, and I've read it once, and I'm reading it again. Actually, kind of it's just bedtime, bedside reading. I'm the type of person I read multiple books. Every book you see my part of my library, I've touched every one of these books. I'm not the person who just collects books. I touch at least some portion of all my books, if not read them all. If I haven't read them all, then I've at least touched them, and at least go. I'm gonna flip through. So I'm flipping. I underline stuff, underline things, and then I have a process where I go back and I transfer them to a master repository of knowledge, of wisdom. Okay, so let me just go through. This is kind of just off the cuff. Let's read what I underlined. It's up to me to try to teach the kind of decision making that in real time, in the course of the game, occurs in fractions of a second. I am trying to change instinct, habits. And then he goes on to talk about Derrick Rose forcing him to shoot more, right? Talks about Jamal Murray. So he's had some great players that have been under his wing that he's responsible for. They were already great. He talks about, and he's very known for building these super teams and getting it every. And in college, the goal is to, um, the goal is to go to the NBA, right? So there's a thing now, way more so than it was when I was a kid. Um, the one and dones. Of course, we had a period of time where where guys were just skipping college. You had an influx of those: LeBron, J.R. Smith, Kobe's, Kevin Garnett's, uh, Jonathan Bender, Jermaine O'Neal. I keep going. Trace McGrady. There was a whole influx of them, right? But now you have the one and dones, or if at most 2 years. There was a time when it was expected or it was normal for players to stay 3 or 4 years. Tim Duncan had a stellar career, 4 years. Um, Vince Carter, 3 years, I believe. Michael Jordan, 3 years. A lot of those players it got the chance to develop, and that's now it's if you stay 2, 3, 4 years, that's a black mark on your basketball resume as to why weren't you good enough to go one and done. And so that is what players come into a program faced with. They want to get playing time, significant playing time, so they can put good tape out there, get numbers, increase their draft stock, go to the NBA, right? So going to a super team is not necessarily a benefit to them. However, John Calipari, the unique value that he has is that he's able to bring those guys together that normally would be more apt to go to a lesser team so that they can play more, they can get more playing time, they can get more um, film out there so that they can raise their draft stock and go to the NBA. He does it differently. He builds these super teams. He gets them to buy in and have them develop different skills because not everybody can score the ball. Not everybody's going to be able to score the ball. Whereas these guys, every elite basketball player at one time was the man, right? They scored all the points, whatever have you. You go to a Calipari team, you may not be that. You have to find your role playing defense, being more of someone who sets picks, really finding your role to really play basketball. And uh, there's been players that like Devin Booker. Devin Booker is a superstar in the league, but when he was in college, he was a part of a super team, and he didn't get as much shine. But he developed different parts of his game, and he was able to still showcase himself in a way that led him to the NBA. And he kind of, in a lot of ways, has been more of a surprise. That's just one example. So, just I don't know why it ended up going in on Calipari. That headline popped up, and I have great admiration for Calipari from afar. I don't know him personally, obviously, so I've never really heard any smut on his name. Let me see. Yeah, he has a lot of good gems in this book. Yeah, he enjoy the challenge. He's talks about enjoying the challenge. He's real practical. He's real practical. He's real all about controlling the controllables. He's real all about preparation, doing the daily habits, the little things. He's very practical in his approach, very common sense. Doesn't get too flighty and too um, over ambitious. It's about controlling what you can control. Um, he says, if you're not uncomfortable, you're probably not improving. We know that. We've heard that before. To make yourself a little uncomfortable. All right. Some of the things I underline. Let me see. Create joy. What challenge did I take on today? What did I accomplish? What was the most important thing I got done? Be fully present where you are for however long that is. Some just lots of wisdom, practical wisdom. So it's no wonder he's got the mindset. So it's no wonder why he has sustained winning. You don't just do that on a fluke. You got to have a certain type of mind frame to adjust to kids. Kids are always generations are always changing. The attitudes, the music, and everything, the culture influences them to be certain ways. And he's a older now at this point, older white man, but he still is able to tap in with these younger urban. So a lot of times urban kids. I don't want to get into all the demographics and stuff, but yeah. Calipari, yeah, that was we'll talk about Calipari. So that was a cool little headline. A lot of there's all types of sensationalism in headlines. So I thought that was good to highlight something positive, something cool about John Calipari. Um, you see Terrell Suggs arrested. I don't want to harp on that. A black man arrested. Um, Larsa Pippen. We don't want to hear about Larsa Pippen. Lenny Kravitz. Let's see Lenny Kravitz. Let's see this. Lenny Kravitz working out. Lenny Kravitz is 60 years old, man. Lenny Kravitz is 60 years old, still doing it. And that's what's up. That gives me hope, man. He working out in leather pants. Look at that. Who works out in leather pants? No, his legs is just sweating. That's just almost that's like wearing a sauna suit. Look like, but yeah, man, he's 60 some years old, man. He's lean, little and lean. He's lean, man. That's all right. Ripped. That's all right. Pause. No Diddy. All that shit. I don't have to say all that shit, man. Anyway, Lenny Kravitz. He's be an inspiration to us all. I want to be like that when I'm 60. I want to be better than that. Diddy news. I don't want to talk about Diddy, man. Diddy. John Morant. Oh, Billy D. Williams. What? John Morant. A judge just ruled NBA superstar John Morant was acting in self-defense when he hit a minor during a pickup basketball game in 2022. Yeah, I forgot all about that. So cool. I guess he's off the hook for that. Now stay your ass out of trouble, John Morant. So that's the news right now. Pretty slow. We'll check back in later, man. And avail yourselves of this. And then we have the condensed version email that you can sign up for. Take a look at the market real quick. I always pay attention to Goldman Sachs. Overall, the market has been pretty good. I mean, there's no, you have those doom and gloom uh, people out there, but man, the market's been pretty good. Today was a bad day, a precipitous fall for Goldman Sachs, but who knows what that means? SPY is down. Goldman Sachs and SPY and the banks are gonna pretty much mirror each other. It's a tidbit for you. Goldman Sachs is one of the leading indicators of how the market is doing, and they've been up. They've had some runs, so that might look like it might be a lot of profit taking going on. I don't want to get into real charting because I'm not gonna act like I'm just an expert, but I make my coins in the real estate. I mean, in stock market, and it's a progressive journey on that. But anyway, that's all I have right now for the wash report, and I'm looking for I'm really looking to build my team of editors so I can get like some for this particular video right here. I really want to get my editors. I want to be able to record videos like this. Have my editors just be able to grab it from here and do their thing so I can post it to YouTube. So trying to improve my workflow. And it's an ongoing thing, you know, the Watch Report. So peace and blessings.